Hello and welcome back to Unsourced. Well, it's Christmas Carol-A-Thon. Today we're talking about, a re-upload. Yes, I know it's a little bit cheating, but I still watched it this season, and I already made a review about it, and I'm not going to waste the time redoing the review because my thoughts stayed the same, and I still really recommend it. So yes, enjoy this review of An American Christmas Carol starring Henry Winkler. I really enjoyed it, so I spoiled my thoughts in the review, but please enjoy the rest as we head into this next day of this gimmick I'm doing. So thank you and enjoy. I came across entirely by accident one of the oddest and most uniquely entertaining adaptations of Charles Dickens's A Christmas Carol that I've ever seen. An ABC made-for-TV film titled An American Christmas Carol. Obviously named for its central gimmick being that this is the novel retold through the lens of a thoroughly American setting. You know, back when that was a novelty. But perhaps the most obviously intriguing thing about this version of the story, outside of the Midwestern Depression era setting and tone, is that it stars none other than Henry Winkler, 34 years old at the time, as the callous old miser Benedict Slade, who I just call Scrooge from now on for convenience's sake. The hook of the TV film casting being that he would play dual roles as both Scrooge as the idealistic young man and the elderly businessman with the help of what was then at the time probably more convincing old age makeup. And while that might be an off-putting and awkward first impression for this version, it honestly makes the best use of this gimmick that I've ever seen an adaptation of the story handle. Not even something like Scrooged, which had Bill Murray play his older and younger selves, used it to any real advantage. It was only just really Murray as slightly old to only a tad younger. This is a much more radical endeavor, and Winkler makes for such a stunningly brutal Scrooge in his performance that it really convinces you about this passage of time and this development of character, or rather the opposite of character. What helps is that by casting an actor as the full lead, it allows the movie to really delve deeper into the Ghost Christmas Past parts than ever before, making use of their time-shifted actor and makeup effects, and bolstering and expanding those scenes from the original story in new, more heartbreakingly illuminating ways. We're able to see every action and failure in Scrooge as this idealistic youth to make any moral choice or to grow as a person, with Winkler nailing his slower, more detailed descent into cruelty and apathy. Characters from the novel just completely being run ramshackle through by this person's greed, neglect, and just disdain for humanity or generosity or charitability. This does come at the cost of perhaps flaking some of the runtime for the other two ghosts, but in the larger context, it creates this concept that really Scrooge was doomed by his past actions to begin with, and this makes his fate with both the present and future more matter-of-fact, perfunctory even. And grounding the story with this amount of emotional realism and intensifying the personal journey that Scrooge has to undertake, it colors the story's moral of the enduring, transformative nature of the spirit of humanity as a process that is a step at a time, with Scrooge seen struggling with earnestness and honesty to apply it. It's an impressively honest idea, and it makes the most out of it. We get to see funny little character ticks and little set pieces, even as the epilogue is starting to rush toward, the ending, the credits. Winkler and the cast and the writing and the directing just nail it. They're able to show just this complexity and nuance and depth of character, and what this endeavor and what this journey that he went through really did, and how he's able to at least try and hopefully succeed at incorporating into his everyday life. There's even more to this movie than that, with this wonderful denouement about the cycle of hate and anger that Scrooge is a part of, and even how, given that it's a period piece, the Ghost of Christmas Future is, the literal actual representation of the future as it was then, 1979 or so, and more adaptations to do that. But overall, this was a wonderful experience. If you've never seen it, I wholeheartedly recommend it. This is going in my annual rotation for sure. 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. It was a fantastically, surprisingly entertaining experience.